Hey, how's it going? This is Gino Pettis Adventures, and I'm Gino. And welcome back. Glad to have you. Today we're going to have a video about the step-by-step process to come from the United States to Colombia and stay for a couple of weeks, or stay for a month, or stay for as long as you like. And this will be a series of videos. The first one will be pretty much on just how to get out of the United States. Number one, you're going to have a current passport. And the current passport, if you don't have one, you need to get one at the United States Post Office. It'll cost you about $200. You'll need your birth certificate, you'll need a social security card, and you'll need a proper size picture, and they'll explain all that to you. And about $200. If you want it expedited, it'll probably cost you $100 more, but it's worth it because I think the wait lines sometimes are pretty long. So while you're getting your passport, there's a few other things that you'll need to do. You need to go on the Colombian immigration website and see what the current COVID-19 restrictions are. Hopefully, when you watch this video, they'll be over. But today they're not. And today, in order to get into Colombia, you have to be vaccinated, and you have to take a COVID test 92 hours before you fly, which is a real pain. But you'd think with just the COVID test that would work, but no, they've got to add more stuff to it. Anyway, check out the immigration page, and I'll leave a link to it in the bottom, make it easy for you to get to, and see what's required. And trust me, they won't let you get on the airplane without the correct paperwork. So the second thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find yourself a relatively reasonable round-trip ticket from wherever you live, or someplace close to where you live, to a major point. Most people fly into Bogota. Bogota is at 8,000 feet, and on us older guys, it's pretty hard on us. So I would you're going to have to fly into Bogota or Bucaramanga. And I think maybe you can even fly into Cartagena. But I would recommend that you fly into Bucaramanga because that's the 5th largest city. It's not quite as crazy as Bogota, Medellin, and Cali. And it's a lot easier to get around in. But you'll have to make that decision. And if you watch a few more of my videos, I'll have tips and tricks on other places that you can go to. But so let's say you decide you want to come to Bucaramanga, and you know approximately when your dates are. Well, I use a website called Cheapo Air, and it's just what it says. It's cheap airfare. But you have to be very careful. You have to study the site, and you have to learn how to use it, because from one day to the next, you can have a $600 flight on a Wednesday that's round trip, and on a Thursday can be a $1,400 trip. So you have to learn how to use the site, but that's half the fun. Because, I mean, I don't know about now with high fuel prices and all, but before the fuel crisis, I was getting round trip tickets from Bucaramanga to Phoenix, Bucaramanga to Seattle, Bucaramanga to Dallas for under $700. I was getting round trip tickets from Bucaramanga to Miami, round trip for $350. You can't beat that. So we're moving right along. You've got your passport, you've got your tickets, and you'll have to figure out how long you're going to stay, and don't take a lot of extra baggage, clothes, and that. One suitcase or a small suitcase and a backpack is probably all you'll need. I mean, don't dress like a tramp, but you don't have to dress in formal wear either. So, a few nice pairs of pants, some nice shoes, nice shirt, and you'll be good. In Bogota, it's cold, you'll need a jacket. In Bucaramanga, you won't need a jacket. It's warm. It's warm all the time. So after you've got your clothes squared away, you've got your passport, you've got your ticket, 92 hours before you take off, you'll have to get yourself COVID-19 test. And you have to bring that with you either on your phone or a paper copy to the airport with you. You'll also have to go on the Colombian immigration page and fill out this thing called the MIG report. And the MIG report is basically that you're coming into Colombia, you're coming in as a tourist, you're going to stay however many days you're going to stay, your passport number, your age, what flight you're coming in on, and that's about the gist of it. They'll need an email also. And what you do is when you register on the MIG, you can do that 24 to 48 hours before, but check the website. I'll leave the link below. You can check 24 to 48 hours before. They will email you the document that you need. So you've got your airplane tickets, you have your money, and speaking of money, you can get Colombian pesos from Wells Fargo. The exchange rate is not too good, but you can get them. Or you can buy them at the airport when you get to Bogota. Also, or Bucaramanga. Also, when you go to an ATM machine, if you've got a debit card, most of them work and will do the exchange for you right there. But I would buy some money at the airport just to have some walking around money. So you've got your money, your passport, your airplane tickets, your MIG, your vaccination record, and you're ready to roll. So the big day comes, and when they say be at the airport 3 hours before your plane leaves, bet your life on it. Because a lot of times it will take the entire 3 hours to get through all the rigmarole that they will put you through, and it will make you a little crazy. I'll guarantee that. If you're an older person and you have trouble getting around, don't be embarrassed to order a wheelchair. I do. I walk well. I get around well, but not in the Bogota airport. I can't breathe. Not in the Bucaramanga. The Bucaramanga airport's not too bad. But you get into airports like Houston, Dallas, places like that, it might be a mile to your next gate. And so they'll do one of two things. They'll put you on either a wheelchair, a guy will push you to where you're going, or a cart will drive you to where you're going. And it's really important because it's stressful enough flying these days with all the extra stuff that you have to have and not having to run from gate to gate, especially if you're older. So don't be embarrassed. The first time you sit down in one, you will be, but don't. Trust me, it gets better. So then, the next thing is the day of, you get to the airport with at least, if they say 3 hours, be there 3.5 hours before in case something goes wrong on the drive to the airport. You get to the airport, you get checked in, you give them all your details, your passports, your vaccine, your tests, your MIG. They're going to ask for it all. And if you don't have it all, you're not getting on the airplane. And most airlines will give you one free bag underneath, one carry-on, and the second bag is going to be $50. And the third bag, God only knows how much they charge you for. So you're not moving on the first flight. So try to come light, and that will serve you well. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will leave some links below to the Colombian MIG and places where you can get where you can check for a vaccine test, etc. I'll leave you some pertinent links down below. Leave comments if you have any more questions. I'll be glad to answer them. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, because this is just the first in a long series of how to come to Colombia and live to tell about it. Thank you. I've enjoyed your time. I hope you've enjoyed mine. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.